Ho, 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 Toy Collector fans, Universal Toy Collector here, and Georgie. It's Sunday, the 1st of December. Well, Sunday morning, to be precise, in the UK. It's 4 weeks till Christmas time. So let's continue the countdown to Christmas. Yes, hello everybody. How are you? Hoping you're well this fine Sunday morning or whatever time it is in the world where you're at. It's raining in the UK at the moment. But Georgie, how are you this fine Sunday morning?
Yeah, I'm good. A little bit tired, a bit frayed around the edges, but yeah, all good. We've got our tree in the living room up now. So
Well, that was erected last night, wasn't it? Bit of a story behind that, wasn't there? So did you want to elaborate on that story?
Oh, well, our tree's a self-lit tree, so all the bulbs are already entwined in it, so you don't have to put extra lights on it. And it wasn't until we opened the tree to put it up, I remembered that I think we left the plug out last year and then put it somewhere for safekeeping. So no lights last night until I was backwards and forwards because we keep the tree in my mum's loft. So because we haven't got a loft in our flat.
Hang on, Georgie, can I just stop you there? If you can hear a beeping in the background, someone's fire alarm's going off. It's upstairs. Bloody useless. Burning the toast again. And they've stopped. Go on, carry on. Sorry.
So no plug in the box. After about an hour and a half of rushing around trying to search lofts and other boxes and drawers, I found the plug underneath the table cubby hole last night. So we're all good. We're all lit up. But that was
yeah. So I mean, I helped immensely, didn't I? I was off recording, pre-recording something last night.
You were off being out of the way, which was very useful.
Charming. Thanks a lot. You see, the thing is, I've learned with Georgie, she'll be struggling doing stuff, and then I ask her, "Do you want a hand?" And she's, "No, I'm okay. And then she goes off muttering in the background. So I don't ask anymore. I just go and help her. Bless you.
Muttering in the background.
Anyway, this is Sunday morning. Wow. Right, let's see who we got in the chat, shall we? Before we get our guests on. Right, who have we got? We've got Kieran Ball this morning with George and Sue. Now there's an idea, isn't there? We could do our own version of this morning, couldn't we?
Oh my goodness.
How was that? How would you like that?
That'd be interesting.
It would be, yeah. So nice of you to join us anyway, Kieran. Thank you very much. We have Charles and More with Jason. Good morning, Jason. I'm surprised you're up this early, mate. You're normally in bed until about 12 o'clock midday, aren't you? Well, so nice of you to join us. Thank you very much. And then we've got Kieran saying hello to Jason. And then we've got, I guess all the rest are still asleep. No doubt. Absolutely. I know I should be laugh out loud after 3 hours. They can't. The cat had me up. What was you doing with the cat at that time? I don't want to know. Right. Anyway, who we got? Is that Scree Collects? Hello. Nice of you to join us. Thank you very much. Then we've got Kieran saying hello to Scree. And we've got Georgie saying hello to everybody. Morning, folks. And then people are saying hello again. How are we? Yeah, we're very well. Very well. Very early in the morning for the UK. And then Kieran saying hello to Georgie. We've got a few people in the chat, but that's expected at this time in the morning. We've got Treasures. Get my teeth.
Treasures for Trigger.
That's what I said. Yeah.
Of course.
And then we've got Travels and More saying morning with to Georgie. Saying hello. Hello. Rolando, good morning. What time of the morning is it for you, sir? Wow, you're a night owl, aren't you? So thank you for joining us, man. Very much appreciated. So yeah, Rolando, if you could let us know what time it is in the morning where you are.
He does 2 messages down.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Yeah, well done. Yep. There's Rolando saying everybody's 3 a.m. Oh my God. Wow. That is dedication. Thank you, pal. I need a helper at putting the decks up. Oh, okay. What was that? Cat was being sick. Yeah,
oh dear.
Lovely. I'm not surprised Georgie is muttering in the background. Happiness happens a lot. So, we've got Matt. Good morning, sir. How are you? I just want to do a big shout out to Matt and Andy, really, from Keep On Collecting. They were penciled in, but unfortunately they couldn't make it. But hoping you're both well, and Merry Christmas to you both. And just want to say the same to Scott as well, Scott Crusher, and Jason from Middle Aged Kiwi Man collecting Star Wars. So yeah, wishing you all well. And then we've got Kieran saying hello to Collecting, and we've got Rolando saying hello to Collecting. Right, should we get our first guest on? It's none other than PGM. Good morning, sir. Well, evening, sir. How are you?
Evening, yes, evening, yeah. Yeah, you're going to have to excuse me. My plastic Christmas tree is slowly fading away. After this, I'm going to have to go and get some more parsley. But
eating it,
I get to eat my Christmas tree. How are you?
Oh, yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, you won't be catching me eating that. So, yeah. But I mean, you
How
keeping
are you
well,
guys?
sir? You keeping well?
I've been well, yeah, really well.
You're looking well.
I am, yeah.
All right, all right.
Odd shape. I do look a little bit orange, but we won't go into politics.
Yeah, we don't want to go into that. We don't want to go into that. Well, it's nice of you to join us. Thank you very much. Appreciate you
How are
having me
you?
here.
How are you guys? How are you guys before
We're
you?
okay. We're okay. It's
We're
early
good.
in the morning. Well, it's not. It's just gone 10 o'clock in the morning. So we're normally in bed at this time in the morning, just having a chill out on a Sunday morning. So yeah. So a bit of a what would you call it? A bit of a shock to the system being up this early. We've got Lady Stephanie.
Hey.
Hello. Hey everyone. Can't stay in the chat, but wanted to say hi, and I'm listening while doing chores. Ooh. So Stephanie, bless her, she showed a picture the other day on Instagram and Facebook of her foot. Oh man, that's what happens when you walk around Disney.
Yeah, rough.
Shocking.
Well, there's a Disney rash as well, isn't there? So there's like a Disney rash that you can get where basically your legs all go bright red from all the walking and stuff. So maybe this is Disney foot. I don't know.
I thought that was just chafing.
No.
No?
No, that's
No,
around your
it's a thing.
that's
Okay.
around your illusions.
Okay, well, there you are. So Stephanie, nice of you to join us. Thank you very much. And Pete, hope you are well. Are you well?
Yeah,
Jason wants to know.
Yes,
He does. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Right, let's get our next guest on. It is Dean from Totally Taylor Retro Hunters. Hello, sir. How are you?
Hello, everyone. How are we? Thank you,
Very good.
Georgie, for inviting us.
No, it's a pleasure.
So you said
Why,
it was,
mate?
you said it was 10 o'clock in the morning
Yeah.
for you guys. Yeah, so it's 9 o'clock here in Sydney, in Australia. 9 p.m. So yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect
I'm
Sunday.
just glad I've got everybody and I've got all the timings right and stuff like that. I'm so proud of myself.
Yeah, no, you did well. You did very well. I do have to say, like, I have a 2.5-year-old, so I haven't seen sleeping at 10 a.m. for many years now. So I'm up at 6 a.m. ready to go.
Oh well, I mean, we're normally up at that kind of time in the morning anyway on a weekday for work, and yeah, so we embrace it. We embrace the weekends, don't we, Georgie?
We do.
We do. Yeah. See, she's so excited about the weekends. Love it. Look at that.
Oh, yeah. In my defense, this is my last weekend with a Saturday off because I've got to work 6-day weeks up until Christmas from next weekend. So,
Yeah, that really sucks. That's terrible. What am I going to do in the mornings now? I'm going to have to fend for myself, aren't I? So
Just make sure you ask her if you need anything done. While you're
priorities.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Right, let's get our next guest on. And look, you can't get much more festive than this. He's moved out of his office and he's into his Christmas grotto. It's UsualMike. Hello, sir. How are you?
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Well, it's all
Lovely to
right.
be here.
Well, I'm surprised you can hear us because you've only got one ear, mate. So,
I know.
yeah, that's-
That green screen doesn't work quite well.
I've got to get this. I've got to get you. Look at this. Look at that for a
Yeah,
Christmas.
the fire's burning my neck.
You burnt your ear off, mate.
Ooh, yeah,
But yeah, how are you?
I'm doing well. Yeah, been very busy, very busy in the
Yes.
real world. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In the
Okay,
real
yeah, we don't
world,
worry
yeah.
about the real world here. We don't worry about the real world here. So good. So good. Well, nice of you to join us anyway. Thank you.
That's all right. Not 9 p.m. It's rare because for us Aussies, we never have primetime live streams ever. It's like they're rare. They're very rare. Keep
Yeah.
on Collecting usually have them.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, that's why I wanted to like come on at this time in the morning UK time so we can get you guys all together and stuff like that and say hello because it has been a long time, you know, and it's great to get everybody involved. So there you are. Oh, we've got Martin. No, we haven't. Yes, we have. Where's he gone?
Yep.
You got Martin.
Hello.
Hello, how are you? Nice of you to join us. Thank you very much. We've got Blake. Hello, Blake. Thank you for joining us. Very much appreciated. Right, let's get our next guests on. It is Dan and Monique from Insane in the Toy Brain. Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Very good. Very good.
Good. Nice of you to join us. Thank you very much. And Monique, this is the first time you've been on the channel, so welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
No, that's an absolute pleasure. So Dan messaged me this morning asking if it's okay if you could come on. And I said, well, yeah, not a problem at all. So it's all good. All good.
I said no. I didn't even know.
I wouldn't do such a thing. Wouldn't do such a thing. No, it's great you being on. Thank you. And I do kind of feel bad because I did have you penciled in for an episode of My Collecting Life, and then I decided to stop it. Not your fault, by the way, so don't feel bad about that. It wasn't your fault. So, it's great to have you on the channel. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, we got Des T. Morning, all. Still on babysitting duties. Please, no swearing as my what? So Pete, no swearing. All right, PGM. There you go. We don't swear on this channel. Des. It's all good.
PG Pete.
PG Pete, yeah. Okay, let's get our last guest on. It is Phil from Treasures for Trigger. Oh,
Konnichiwa.
How are you?
G'day,
All good?
I'm very good, very good. It's 7 o'clock in the evening for me, so it's just had my dinner and it's perfect beer drinking time. So
beer drinking
perfect
time.
scheduling, Stu.
I'll stick with the water. Thank you very much.
But yeah, this afternoon the house was looking a bit bare, and I knew I'd be on your stream, so we chucked up the Christmas tree just in time for the show tonight. But I've been upstaged by the man above me here.
I mean, well, come on. I mean, that is
Don't tell anyone. I haven't really put mine up yet.
Oh, we've got another guest in the chat. It's Boss Bounty. So what's Bilbo Baggins doing on YouTube? There you go. So nice you can join us. Thank you very much.
I'm cooking me potatoes, Tim. I'm cooking me potatoes.
Potatoes. You sounded more like bloody Connor than the Hobbit. There you go. So we've got Dan and Monique getting into the season. Yeah. Sorry, what was that, PGM?
Where's my Norfolk accent gone?
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, awesome stuff. Right, so the reason we are here is it's a Christmas stream, obviously, and I can't believe how quickly this year's gone. So what we're doing is we're taking a look back at 2024, the highlights for you guys within 2024, what we're going to be looking forward to for next year. I mean, you probably looking forward to it. I might not think it's so great, but there you are. We'd decide that when we.
What am I doing here then?
Well, there you go. I often ask myself that question, PGM. And we're also going to be having some Christmas fun where Georgie's going to be asking you some Christmas or festive questions. So let's get on to this year. So we'll start with Phil.
Yep.
What's been the highlight for you this year, my friend?
Oh, that's a good question.
Or highlights.
Highlights. Well, actually, this year, I think has been the first year where I've had a couple of people who I've met through, doing a YouTube channel that have actually come over to Japan for holidays.
Yeah.
So I've actually had the chance to meet a couple of people, face to face and go out into Tokyo and do some, toy hunting with them. So that's been awesome. So I've had you probably don't know, a couple of Aussie guys, Shark Guy's toy reviews. He does a lot of G.I. Joe classified reviews. So he's based out of Melbourne. He came over here in March, I think. So we checked out some toys with him, and a couple of other blokes. We checked out the wrestling store as well with another Australian guy that often watches the stream. So yeah, that's been really cool. So yeah, I'd say that's probably been the highlight for 2024. I haven't done as many videos. I've had quite a big family change this year, so getting the opportunity to make videos has been a bit more difficult. So
yeah,
I've done less videos this year, but I've definitely had a good time. Yeah, as I've said, meeting up with people and doing more toy hunting videos than I have in the past. So I think that's what people seem to enjoy, and that's what sort of gets more views on my channel. So hitting the streets of Tokyo has been good fun.
And what are the toy hunts been like? I mean, obviously, do you find much stuff and stuff like that, or
it can be a bit hit and miss. Yeah. Depending on what you're at. If you're after Star Wars, you can always find Star Wars without any problems. But finding Western things like finding G.I. Joe, for example, or Masters of the Universe is very tricky over here. So it's part of the fun actually, because when you do find it is like finding gold. So it keeps you on your toes.
Yeah, and I guess you must feel quite comfortable when you go out filming then. I mean, because I personally don't like going out with a camera and filming. I mean, as Mike can testify there, when we did that live stream and I was up at was it NEC? Yeah, that was an absolute nightmare for me. I felt so uncomfortable, especially when that woman gave me that look. And yeah, it was like, okay, well, I'm not going to go anywhere near your stall then. And I'll tell you what, PGM, that look that woman gave me, you know, at the end of Return of the King, where the hobbits are going back into the Shire and they see that little hobbit and he's sweeping his yard, it was that kind of look. It was like a like that. I didn't fancy that at all, so I was like headed off quite quick. But I mean, you must feel quite comfortable, Phil.
Getting more comfortable, yeah. Well, once I find that, sometimes I get a bit lost finding where the actual shops are, because I try and find places which are a bit off the beaten track. So I do kind of get lost and go around in circles a little bit, which is, I guess, half of the humor of the videos that I put out. But most of the stores have got big signs up, sort of promoting. You know, they're like, if you are an Instagrammer or a YouTuber, by all means, go nuts, because I guess they're all competing with each other. There are a lot of stores over here.
That's a great idea. That is a great idea.
Yeah, they kind of embrace it, and I guess they're you know, the Japanese are generally very quiet, and you know, so you can't kind of, you know, scream down the camera while you're videoing. So I usually quietly video, and then I do like a voiceover afterwards. I think that.
Did you say it's quiet in Japan?
It's quiet in shops, and people chat and stuff, but you know, there's not as many, you know,
no raving lunatics,
shenanigans and madness.
Georgie, I've decided we're going to move to Japan. It's nice and quiet over there, apparently. So I like a bit of peace and quiet.
Well, I'm already going for. We're going to get over to Tokyo. We have to get over to Tokyo, and we've got 2 different reasons, I think, now to get over there. So
yeah, one being Disney, and the other one being it's nice and quiet. So I'm liking that.
Well, yeah, but the fact that we have a lovely friend that's going to be working at Tokyo, so.
Sorry, what was that about? Who's working at Tokyo?
One of our friends has got.
Oh God, yeah, Duncan, yeah, of course he is, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. The thing is over here, so I'm very like lack of patience, really. I think Georgie can testify that, but I get really frustrated if I'm filming, someone walk in the way, or someone will start shouting or talking and stuff like that, and I get quite.
He thinks that the whole world is his personal space to do filming, and if anybody walks within a few feet of him, is like, oh, can't people see I'm filming? I mean, I'm just, you know, come on, that's it, off we go.
Yeah. It was one time, and that was because we. So we've got Kat in the house. We've got Kat. Let's say hello to Kat. Hello, Kat. How are you? I'm going to bed. Well, there you are. But wanted to say hi. Have a great stream. Thank you very much. And have a nice sleep. Have a nice sleep.
You're up early.
We've got Scott Crusher. Hi, Scott. Give you a big shout out earlier, mate. Sorry you can't be here.
Hey,
totally understandable, but hoping you're well, my friend. What's this to Phil? You going to enjoy KFC for your Christmas dinner? Well,
that is a bit of a Christmas tradition in Japan, is KFC apparently.
Is it really?
Which is a bit odd to me. I actually, ironically, like growing up in New Zealand, our Christmas Eve tradition with my family anyway was always having KFC on the beach with my nana. So
wow.
I kind of understand the KFC thing for Christmas, but I guess it's not really internationally recognized.
No, I didn't know that. That's interesting.
I mean, they do a festive burger over here, don't they? With like the stuffing and the cranberry.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good.
That would have been nice if it had been warm, but there you are.
Yeah.
What's this? Sorry, I can't be on, but enjoy. No. It's honestly, mate, it's totally understandable. Not a problem. It's okay. Right, Dean. What about you? What have the highlights been for you this year?
I guess the biggest highlight when it comes to the toy collection that is starting up my YouTube channel. Sarah and I, we started our channel back in January at the start of the year, and
wow.
it's been a wild ride.
Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, having a lot of fun with it. Got a lot of backlog. I seem to be able to film so much.
Yeah.
And then go back through and go, God, that's terrible. But I've loved, like, the other week I had a quick look through at the start of my videos, and I was just like, wow, it was so cringy at the start. But I feel like I've gained more confidence and we're getting a bit better. But
I think I was going to say, I think everybody can say that. I think everybody that's doing a YouTube channel can say that when they look back at their first videos, it's like, oh God, because you don't feel it at the time, but when you look back, you think, God, I'm a little bit wooden. You know what I mean? So
my video 2 weeks ago was cringy.
Yeah, dang, I'm still crap.
No, don't put yourself down, Pete. Don't put yourself down. It's all good. But yeah, I mean,
it's
go on. Sorry.
What's been great about the year and is actually getting out of just like where I live and going to different states to look at toy shops with the toy crew. Actually, the same as what Phil said, meeting up with some other toy enthusiasts from around the country. So Dan Ed 5, sorry, Dan, meeting up with him and Sci-Fi down in Canberra. So it's just been cool. Australia is such a big place. Like being able to travel to Melbourne and Brisbane and that, like you really gotta plan them out. You can't just go off for a little drive down the road. So that's been super cool. Doing all our collector cons and doing all those toy hunting videos. And you're right, Phil. They're the ones that people do enjoy. They're the ones that I enjoy watching. So I kind of like to do a lot of them. And same as what you said, Stu. Like not as much getting grouchy at people, but when you film this nice like pan thing and there's someone bumps you and you're like, damn it. Then you got to go back here and go.
Yeah.
Wait.
I just think it's when you see, I mean, we got Travels and More with Jason in the chat. I mean, he doesn't care. He just goes out and does whatever. And you get all these vloggers and stuff like that. But I don't know. I don't feel comfortable filming anyway. So I get Georgie to do it now. So it's all good.
Yeah, no, I love it. Like I said, my wife Sarah and I, we do it together. Sarah does all the behind the scenes editing and all that, and she's become quite a whiz at that part of it. So here I am in the toy room, just going over lines over and over, going bloody hell.
So you're the face of the channel, then, Dean? Yeah,
and like we did do a couple of videos with Sarah, but then she didn't want to put it on, so it's up to her. Maybe one day. But
I mean, so before you started doing the YouTube channel, then did you actually go to conventions and stuff like that and do these toy hunts, or was it something that you started to do when you got your channel going?
I went to toy conventions, so I've been collecting for many years. Before I really knew like Dan and Monique and Scott Crusher, Matt and Andrew from Keep On Collecting, our sort of toy crew here in Australia. It was just me and my dad, really. We'd go to toy conventions and hunt down things, but it was all just ourselves. Like there was no one to talk to and all that. So branching out into the community and realizing it was stumbling across YouTube and finding out people did this to their toy rooms, and I was like, I could do that. So
you've done it well.
Thank you. But
it's a different dimension to it, doesn't it? When it's like I say, myself and Georgie, we went to conventions and toy fairs and stuff like that. And this was before we did YouTube and sort of like got involved with the community. And we used to have a great time. We really enjoyed it. But now we are where we're at, and we know people, and we go there. It doesn't matter if we don't buy it. Well, I kind of sometimes still get a little bit. I didn't buy anything, but it's just great to go and meet up with people, and it adds such a different dimension, doesn't it, to going to these conventions and toy fairs and stuff like that, and meeting up with people. And I think the social side of it is really fundamental.
No, but that's exactly it. It's not just the toy crew hanging out like an hour before the convention even starts, just to chat with everyone. But it's the sellers too. You get to know a few of the good sellers. You spend, like, we always go for the early bird tickets, and I swear we don't make it past 3 vendors because you spend that whole hour just chatting with them all. And then, all general admissions in, and you go crazy. But I still find a bag of stuff that I bring home if I need it or if I don't somehow. I always find a bag.
I mean, we went to NEC in April, and with the early bird, I mean, for 2 of us to get an early bird was nearly 40 quid. So you're going to knock that on the head. It's like 40 quid. So it's like, yeah. So what we'll do is we'll pass on the early bird next time. Let's just quickly catch up with the chat. So Jason's put, on my early videos, I was always saying goodbye, see you in a sec, in the same video many times. Well, that's the thing. Sometimes you do repeat yourself, and not just you, Jason. I know I do a lot of the time. So, we've got Muzzer in the house. So, good day there, beautiful people. Everyone's looking great in their festive attire. Mike goes all out, doesn't he? He certainly does. And then we've got someone else. Who else have we got? There was someone else. Where is he? Oh, Delvian Seek. Hello, sir. Double Christmas tree today. Yes, absolutely. We're putting a shift in today. But yeah. Nice you to join us, Delvian. Thank you very much. And what's this? Stu, I know it's a pain when you're trying to film, as I was at Rochester Christmas markets yesterday and it was so packed. So keep going back to areas to film when it was semi-clear. Yeah, I don't know. I just not very patient, really. That's what it boils down to. So there you go.
I think Phil said it, like doing voiceovers on the videos is a lot easier because then you don't have to worry about all the background noise.
It's just the filming, Dean. Honestly, it's just the filming. He doesn't like doing it at all.
No, I don't feel. I mean, and then that lady, when I was filming around NEC, she really scared me. So she's kind of put me off for life. There was a reason why I didn't like filming. It's people like her that I don't like filming. I mean, I was doing so well up until that point. I mean, you're basically looking at my face for most of the time, so you didn't really see many toys, but it was kind of like a last minute thing. I couldn't understand a word Mike was saying because of the background noise and stuff like that. Didn't have any.
I just let you go. I thought you were doing such a great job. I thought he knows what he's doing. Just let him keep chatting.
I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I was just blagging it as I was going along.
Fantastic. It's fantastic.
So you know, and that you're like, oh, you're live in Australia, and they're like, oh, are we? Ooh, you know.
Yeah. And then you couldn't hear what they were saying because I didn't have a mic, so you just like I could hear them, but then when I watched the video back, I was like, but you can't hear what they're saying. So it was like, no.
Mike, put subtitles on next.
Subtitles are for next time.
Yeah. What's this? Very true, Stu. I love meeting people who I can class as my friend. Now, yeah, absolutely, mate, absolutely. We've got a question for Georgie. Has you ever been to a toy fair and not bought anything?
Tell the truth.
No.
I think I have.
No, I don't think you have.
Hey?
I don't think you have.
Really? You sure?
Ticket.
Even our early visits to a toy fair?
That would be tough.
Oh, the early visits used to buy everything.
Oh, okay. Well, obviously not then. I haven't been to a toy fair and not bought anything. I thought I had.
You have to buy something to justify going, right? You made the journey. You paid for the petrol for the car. You got to come away with something.
Yeah, Georgie, I'd like to buy you a drink.
Buy you a drink. Yeah. So, Mike, what about you, sir? What have the highlights been for you this year?
Trying to innovate my channel a little bit more, trying to do something different like that NEC thing. It was my way of being at NEC without being at NEC, doing a live thing like that. And I didn't plan it very well. And I was just like, I know a lot of years are going, someone's going to answer the call. And that was you. It was like,
yeah.
Unreal. Yeah. I should have put the feelers out and said, oh, does anyone want to do this, while I'm there? I thought I'd get like 5 people do it for like 2 minutes. And you did it for a whole like 30, 40 minutes. That's fantastic.
Well, because no one else jumped in, did they? Martin and Adam didn't. They weren't even there, were they?
That they popped up on the screen in the background, but because you couldn't hear me, I couldn't add them to the stream and say, hang on a second, I'm going to cut you off and put them on. So I just, and they just disappeared off the stream. I was like, okay.
If that had been me, Mike, if that had been me and yours, I would have just cut me off and just got those two on.
It was fantastic. So things like that, doing things like that, where it's live for the channel. I don't do a lot of live stuff. I like to be on a live stream like I am now, then have live streams, because sometimes when you're on your own, I don't know what to say. Very awkward. You see my videos, it's jump cuts all the time. It's me speeding things along. It's punch, 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 punch. Whereas when I read it to the camera, usually a video, it's lots of stops and starts, and you don't see that. You see a lot of me saying everything very quickly, very fast, very quick, like this. Lots of jokes. Get on to the next one. But in reality, it's not. It's like 45 minutes long. It's not 10 minutes long.
You've shattered my illusion. You've shattered the illusion there, Mike. Every time I watch your videos, I go, that's so seamless. How does he do it? Now I know. So, yeah. But
engagement is the engagement and talking on a YouTube video. The faster it is, usually more people want to sit there and hang on the word. If you're taking too long, their attention can drift off. So it's always told, speak fast to the camera. That's just a technique in talking. Yeah. It's to grab their attention. I watched a lot of videos on this, and also the first 100 videos you make on YouTube are practice. They've always said that they're practice.
Christ, I'm still practicing, and I've done over 300. Bloody hell! Wow. But the thing is, when I speak too quickly, I trip over my words and end up doing the same thing over and over again. So what could be like a 5-minute clip, I can spend about an hour to an hour and a half doing it, because I try. the thing is, when I get excited, I speak really quickly, and I think, well, people aren't going to understand me, so I've got to learn to slow it down and take my time over it. And yeah, they're probably dozing off by the time I've finished the video, or something like that. So
like a horse race, where it's like down the outside, that sort of that speak. It's not exactly like that, but that's what you want to try and engage.
So basically, in the words of George Lucas, faster and more intense.
Yes.
Yeah. But I look, when you say about live streams and stuff like that, and doing a single live stream, wow, yeah. I mean, Shabby does such a great job when he does his live streams. He really does. He just knows exactly what to say. When I did my live stream the other week, my single one, doing the
on your own,
on my own, I was like, what the hell am I going to talk about? And you just talk about absolute nonsense, and it is you just go into nonsense mode, and it just all goes blur like that. And it was like verbal diarrhea, if I'm honest. You know, it
just a regular
and a lot of the time, the thing is, I couldn't win on that one because a lot of the time I was like, I don't spend enough time or as much time as I should do when I'm doing things like this to like show the chat. So I tend to speak with you guys. But this time it was like a case of me being on my own. Okay, so I can spend more time doing the chat. So I did that, and they were telling me to hurry up and get the pulses open. So I was like, what can you do? But never mind. But I mean, would it be something that you'd be interested in doing? Is like a solo live stream, Mike? Because I think you'd be very good at it.
I usually do them for New Year's Eve because Australia is one of the first countries in the world. New Zealand. Yeah, I usually do New Year's Eve one with the fireworks and all that.
Yeah.
Gisborne's usually the first one to get to New Year's.
Yeah, you get the fireworks first, I know, and then 2 hours later we get them.
Well, I've got a question for everybody. So this is from Travels and More with Jason. Here's a question to you all. What was the worst thing you bought at a toy fair, or any toy fair? So let's start with PGM.
I've been to a toy fair at all. So, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I've picked up anything worse except the cold.
You can pick any of those up at toy fairs. I picked up COVID from NEC last year, so that was yay, brilliant. So that was probably the worst thing I picked up from last year. What about you, Dan and Monique? What's the worst thing you picked up at a toy fair?
So yeah, I'm trying to look.
This year we've been pretty particular what we're buying. Yeah. So it probably would have been in the early stages. I was picking up any sort of TMT I've seen. So I was just picking up figures for probably worth more than what I should have paid.
Yeah.
And they had no accessories or nothing like that. So they'd probably been one of the worst pickups. But now they're doubles for my daughter. So.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
I really don't know. I've been.
She's more Kmart trips when she picks up fugglers.
I don't know. I think probably everything I buy is probably the worst thing I buy because it's like, where are you going to put it?
Oh, we would have that issue. Yeah. I'm glad we're not the only ones who struggle with space. But
do you have 110 fugglers in your household?
No, it's more than 110.
I do.
What are those things with the fluffy faces and the teeth?
Yeah.
Oh no! They scare the bejesus out of me. No. Have you got one? Look at that. I mean, can you?
I can't.
I've got over 120.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Do you know, that would be my worst nightmare if Georgie ever says I'm going to be collecting these. I'd be like, God damn it, no. And I wouldn't be able to sleep at night with a fear of them just like gathering around the bed and just looking at me with those stupid faces.
There is big ones too now as well.
Oh, isn't that brilliant? Okay, yeah, that's nice.
They're in little one's room, so
collectively that's our worst pickups this year.
Yeah, but they're not pickups. Wow. Actually, no, I do have pickups.
They are proper fugly. They really are. Good. What about you, Mike? What's the worst thing you've ever picked up at a toy fair?
I was trying to think about it. Like one of the conventions we go to, Supernova, I think probably a $5 slice of pizza. I thought that was outrageous. Yeah.
Wow.
They have pizzas at the Supernova convention, and one slice is $5. One slice.
One slice is $5.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Wow. That's the worst thing I've ever picked up.
I went this year, and it was a $6 bottle of water.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, was the pizza any good, Mike?
No, it's Domino's. It's crap.
Oh, well, I mean,
it's very ordinary.
To be fair, Mike, I've got no sympathy for you because you think Domino's are crap, yet you still decide to buy it.
That's all the pizza they had. Very limited choice.
And
It was that or nothing. It was that or nothing.
What about you, Dean?
Yeah, I can't think of anything either that I picked up that I shouldn't or I didn't want to. I'd probably just say picking up one figure randomly because it looked cool and then going, great, now I've got another collection I have to go into.
Yeah.
And if you go way back when I first started in my early 30s, picking up a pop vinyl figure and thinking, this is a good idea. Let's get a few of these.
Oh yeah, so yeah, take it back. Funko Pops, yeah, Funko Pops.
So probably got about 30, and I just went. I went no, and now I just don't know what to do with them. They just sit there, and
yeah, they're addictive. They're addictive.
I didn't get addicted. I put my foot down and went, no, this is a bad idea.
Because I don't watch Marvel movies, and I ended up buying the Thanos shiny pops at a convention. There's a purple one, a gold one, and a red one, and I bought them all thinking, "Oh, I'm going to be rich." And I was like, I looked at them, Jesus, they're ugly.
That's what it started. Yeah, well, that's when it started. It was like, oh, I'll just get Judge Dredd. He's cool. The X-Files ones, they're awesome.
Yeah,
and they just kept coming, and I'm like, no.
Oh, no. What about you, Phil? Worst thing you've ever picked up at a toy fair?
I'm a bit like Pete. To be honest, I have not been to many toy fairs, and actually, that's a goal for probably 2025 is to because all of the toy fairs are in Tokyo, so I have to make a bit of a journey to go to one.
Yeah.
So I haven't actually really been to one yet. But in terms of like going into shops and stuff, I usually, because you get to go and you actually get to pick up the toy and, you get to suss it out. You don't generally make too many mistakes, but I get myself into a bit of bother when I'm buying stuff online. Like some of the sellers get a bit sneaky with the angles of the photography and stuff, and you get the toy at the end, and it's got like, you get a G.I. Joe that's got a broken crotch or a broken thumb, and you never saw that on the advert online. So, but yeah, I get really jealous of these Aussie boys actually who go to those awesome toy fairs in Sydney and that. So, but yeah, that's definitely something I want to do a bit more of, hopefully next year.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, what's that, Dean?
Phil, you don't get to go to many toy conventions, but next year's Star Wars celebration in your country. You're gonna go to that? Is that something you're gonna stick your head into?
Yeah, I've got a ticket for the Sunday for Star Wars celebration. So, yeah, really looking forward to that. That'll be one of my first conventions as well. So, I think Jason, the middle-aged Kiwi Star Wars collector, is coming over for that as well. So I'll be able to catch up with him hopefully. And I think Toy Polloi is heading over to Japan around that time as well. So, that should be an awesome event. So I'm taking my daughter. So we've got a couple of tickets to that. So.
That's nice.
Yeah, bring it on.
Now I'm jealous. Really cool. I'm jealous of you, Phil.
Come over, mate. Plenty of space on the tatami mat for you.
As soon as they announced that, I was like, Sarah, I got 2 years. Can I go? She's like, if you want. And I'm like, I worked it out. I'm like, wait, I can't go.
Oh dear, I'm sure it's going to be an awesome time. I mean, the one we had last year in 2023 in London was just superb. And again, it was just that meeting up with everybody. We had Scuba Pete and Leslie come over, and we met a lot of people from the toy collecting community. So it was absolutely fantastic. Georgie, what's the worst thing that you've ever picked up at a toy fair? And don't say me.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah. Cheers, Pete. Thanks, pal.
I don't think I have really. I think I'm a bit like you guys, you were saying that you're a bit selective in what you choose. I don't like just chucking money at stuff that I think, oh, why did I buy that? And I haven't managed to duplicate on anything either. So
very good. Yeah, rub it in. Well done. Yeah.
No, honestly, I don't think I have. I mean, there was a stall once at Sandown where the guy was selling everything for, what was it, 50p?
Yeah.
50p or something.
That was Monkey's Emporium. Yeah,
so that was. I mean, I was buying like stuff that I wouldn't normally buy, like DC comics and all sorts of stuff, because they were just all like 50p. I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be good, some like 1976 or 1978 like Disney magazines and stuff. So,
and what have you done with those at the moment? Have you separated them?
They're in a drawer somewhere.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, great. Right, let's just crack on with the chat. We've got Blake. I really enjoyed your team up, Mike and Stu. I've never been to a convention, so it was fantastic. Just well, thank you very much. Yes, I think that's a little bit too kind there. But
I enjoyed that. When I watched it back, I did. I thought it was just a little spare of the moment, ad hoc, real bit of footage. Certainly real.
Of my face predominantly. Yeah, brilliant. Everybody
very Blair Witch.
Internet at places like the Excel is terrible. I mean, some of the places are pretty rubbish for internet. Definitely next time, Mike, a bit of pre-planning. There you go, pre-plan it, mate. And this is from Des. And for a live stream from NEC or Sandown. The thing is, NEC, the connection, the internet connection is a lot better than at Sandown. Sometimes Sandown can be a bit of a nightmare. Yeah. What's this? Is that why people always fall asleep when they watch me?
Fall asleep watching.
Possibly. What's that? Keep the fugglies out of it. Yeah. Or fugglies. Worst thing I've bought at a toy fair is buy the same figure twice from different stalls.
What, in the same toy fair?
Short-term memory loss.
Be fair, Des, not even I've done that, mate. I've not even done that.
Star Wars is because it's Star Wars.
Because it's Star Wars, yeah.
Army
was picking up 2 Star Wars carded figures that were knockoffs. Oh, that would have done my head in. That would have done. Oh, yeah. I mean, talking of knockoffs, I ordered some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles off of eBay, and he had them described as the genuine article. And when they got here, they weren't. They were the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So, yeah. So
they had parts missing off of them as well. Like one didn't have a hand. And what got me about that was when you go and have a little look on eBay, there are sellers on there that do stipulate in the description these are not genuine. You know, these aren't the real McCoy, but this had it all over it, and the photos and the description, nothing in there said that please beware, these are second market whatevers, you know.
Yeah.
But the actual box, instead of saying ninja, said Nina. I mean, my.
I didn't. To be fair, I didn't notice that straight away. I noticed that they didn't have the orange Nickelodeon logo. So when I said that these are knockoffs, he said no, they weren't. And then I looked at it and I said, yes, they are. There's no Nickelodeon and then Ninja Turtles. So I was going to be sending them back, you know, because I thought, well, I'll send them back to you. And he messaged me with some not very nice comment. So
we had to actually translate, didn't we? We went into the translators to translate it, and it was being very offensive to family, basically.
Yeah. So I thought you're not getting those back. So Phil, an important question: what are you drinking?
Top question. I messaged him in the chat. It's just a cheap supermarket brand beer.
Okay.
Just the cheapest one off the shelf. Goes down all right.
And Matt, if you're interested in what I'm drinking, it's just plain tap water.
And I'm on Red Bull.
Are you having a Red Bull?
I am.
Where's mine?
Well, you've had a coffee already. You'd be bouncing off the walls if I gave you a Red Bull.
My worst thing was spending 75 on 2 custom Uze Star Wars figures carded, which was custom, not original, but I guess at that price. Well, there you go. What's this? So knockoffs. Jay, yeah. So knockoffs. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
What's this? They're still looking good on the card. Well, the card's coming off. Okay, we've got Toy Connect.
Hey, Ken.
Hello. How are you doing?
Buddy.
Thank you very much, my friend. Good to see you.
It could end up being rare knockoffs.
We've got Kenny Whitty. Hey guys, loving the Christmas stream. Thank you very much, Kenny. Appreciate that, my man.
Do you get like knockoff variants?
Knockoff variant, possibly.
Uze in my collection is a custom card back and a 3D printed droid. That's fantastic.
Nice.
I wouldn't drink the tap water around here. Georgie, you're on the hard stuff. Yeah.
Well, I don't drink coffee. I don't drink tea. I don't have anything with like caffeine in it, per se. So.
Wow, you're English and you don't drink tea?
No. Which means I've got to make my own tea, Mike. How about that?
You really don't.
Ding.
The hard life, mate.
I was going to say something there, Mike, but it's not that kind of show, so I'm going to leave that. Right, let's move swiftly on to Dan and Monique. What are the highlights or the best highlights been for you this year, guys and girls? And Monique, I'm not talking about the highlights in your hair, love. All right. So
don't listen to him.
He's just jealous, Monique, because he's got no hair.
Oh, yeah, true.
Wax.
The grass is always greener.
Yeah. Hang on, before you answer that question, Kieran, that seriously wasn't my fault, mate. He was describing them as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's how it was sold and advertised with the orange Nickelodeon badge. And it's only when I got them I realised that they were knockoffs. Anyway, back to Dan and Monique. Highlights of the year.
All right, so I'll go first. For me, it's probably been like there's been a lot of good sellers in Australia that's actually been offloading their collections. So I've been able to accumulate a fairly good collection into my turtles. But the biggest highlight for me this year would be my daughter actually starting to enjoy toy fairs because she's becoming of age where she can walk around them and enjoy them. And like we gave her the Mad Balls. These are more the modern Mad Balls. So like a couple of weeks ago, I don't know, do you have Audi over there? There's the shopping supermarket? Yes. They released another version of Mad Balls. So there was like they're like the old vintage ones, but a little bit different foam and stuff like that. So we were able to pick up 4 of them. And my daughter just lost her mind, like because she'd had those other ones. And that's been a real highlight for me this year, is just enjoying those moments of being a collector, but also seeing my daughter just get into it too, And like now she's doing cosplay at all the events and she's just loving it. So that's been the biggest highlight for me this year.
I can relate to that. I mean, I feel the same with Georgie. Now she's into collecting. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't feel so bad about collecting now. So yeah, it's great.
Not so bad about spending.
Yeah. I don't feel so guilty now.
This one's shocking for it. I'll tell her like, "Oh, look at the price of this," and she's like, "Just get it." I'm like, "No."
Hence why we've got the 4 NECA turtles.
We've got to think about it.
5 NECA turtles.
But yeah,
that was me there.
I bet you've not got any Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I'm after them now that you've been talking about it.
You started a craze, Stu.
It's quite funny. We got
the hottest thing in 2025.
Where did they even go? Where did we put them?
In a box.
In a box.
Unopened, and the boxes are slightly damaged. But if you're interested, I'm sure we can sort something out, Dan. If you're interested, I could get them over to this. yeah.
Could you do it? Could you do a little video, Stu? That'd be cool to see.
What's that?
Those Ninja Turtles.
I did a video.
Yeah, he did.
No, I
did a video. Do not buy from this seller. And if you're watching, mate. Anyway, let's crack on.
I'm sure we can put a link in the description below after the.
No, I can send you the link as well. Yeah.
You boys should have Stu on the Mutagen show just to have a 2-hour special on the Nina toys.
I know absolutely nothing about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Ninja Turtles. For that
you see, all I knew was I really like the NECA ones. I just think they look fantastic. I mean, there was a guy doing a cosplay up at MCM, and apart from a little bit of gapping somewhere he had, I mean, his costume was on point. It was amazing.
Well, you know why there was gapping, didn't you? Because he was a knockoff. He was a Ninja Turtle. That's why there was gapping.
And the little guys as well that NECA do, the little baby guys before they turn with the pizza, and I just love them. I just love the look of them, but I don't want to go down. Yeah.
No, there's no need for that, Jill. Cool. Even you can't expect Stu to put his glasses on and look at stuff. And I just want to say hello to Mr. B, by the way. Hello, Mr. B. How are you?
Okay. Nice you have to make.
Have to make what?
You could get them graded.
You missed the moment.
What moment?
Oh.
Have I missed another moment?
Anyway,
that was every moment.
I've missed another moment. Oh, okay.
Yeah, 2 moments actually. Monique's showing little turtles.
Oh, was it? Well, Monique, put the turtles up. What? Oh, there you go. Sorry, I missed it. There you go. So, wow,
they're so cute.
Oh, they are cool.
Look at them.
They're cool.
The funny thing with them too, we've got the quarter scale. So if you buy that set with those 4 brothers, you actually get a hand with spinning nunchuck.
Oh, right.
Michelangelo. So if you haven't got the NECAs, you just get a hand with an nunchuck.
Oh, wow.
Sort of thing. So it's like an exclusive thing you have to buy. I think it was to push people more because the turtles do look similar to babies.
Yeah,
so it's putting more for sale.
Okay.
But they're definitely cool. But
I mean, I think it's. I mean, so turtles hasn't been the thing that I've been sort of into really. Even as a kid, I think I was at that age where I was growing out of that that kind of thing, because it was like the early 90s. But I do have some third-party turtles, which are the Fury Toys ones, and I think they're called Ninja Animals or Samurai Animals or Samurai Warriors or whatever. So I've got those, and I've got them boxed in a box. I've got nowhere to display them, but I will, you know, when the others turn up. So I think I've got two of the turtles, and Master Splinter.
Right next to his Ninja Turtles.
They're not Ninja Turtles. These are decent. They look great. The paint apps are fantastic. And I've got another one on pre-order which I'm waiting for. Sorry, Georgie. And then and then they're going to be my turtle. Yeah.
Those will be the knockoff Nana Turtles.
Nana Turtles. Yeah. So
they
Monique,
do look great though. I just don't know why you've gone down another rabbit hole. But they do look great. I'll give you that. I love them. But we don't collect that genre, per se.
Or the proverbial turtle hole.
Can you see?
Manhole, hey?
Yeah, well, there you are. But anyway, Monique, what are your highlights of this year?
There's two main ones. So our little one now, because I love Lego. I finally built my Lego Simpsons house that I've had since brand new when it came out many, many, many years ago. And little one is like, oh, what's that? And I've let her help me build some, and she's now got her own sets. So
wow,
she's becoming that little girl now. So I'm like, okay, you want to build? All right, let's get you some sets. So she's been loving the Lego, and we got she loves Bluey, and found some knockoffs on eBay. And
easily done. Yeah.
They're like, we need these. We need these. And
they were ugly.
They looked so ugly bad. As they were really bad. And she got them, and she still loves them. She's like, really? And she knows, and she like, and it's just like, we even look at them, and it's just like, who's this meant to be? She'll tell you. There was one that's Socks and Muffin, and we didn't know who was who. And she's like, that's Socks, that's Muffin. It's like, okay. Yeah. Glad you know.
Wow.
They're just so horrible, but we had to get them because we love knockoffs. So it was like we got it. And then even the same, we got them and they did not look anything like the picture.
Yeah. So what they did was they changed the color up on the picture. So when we ordered them, we were expecting them to have like green parts on them and all weird different color patterns. But what they did was they did that in a Photoshop so they could sell it on eBay. But when we got them, they had the right colors. Yeah. They were just very ugly looking.
So I was pretty upset.
Yeah. So
I wanted the ugly ones.
We wanted the real bootleg.
I wanted the real ugly ones.
Oh, man.
Good fun.
Awesome stuff. And that was both of your highlights, was it? Or was that?
Yeah, that was both my highlights. Yeah.
Oh, no, that is cool. And so when you've got a little one, how tempting is it for her to go into the actual collection that's displayed and just pick stuff up, or is she quite good and doesn't really?
She's good.
Yeah.
We have certain nights where we take some figures out and play with them on the floor.
Yeah.
And, obviously, you do kind of don't give her the too expensive ones, but
I'll do the same with Georgie. Yeah.
But it feels more special, I think, for her when she gets to grab our ones out of the cabinet, even though she might have the exact same figure. It's just getting it out of the cabinet feels a bit. Yeah.
So she's actually grown up around it because we've had this glass cabinet's in our lounge room. So she's grown up from a baby with the glass cabinet. So she knows, don't touch the glass.
Yeah.
She can't open the doors. She does sometimes. Like, I play toys? No. I turtles? No. But yeah, no, she does. She's good. She knows. She's even when it is okay, you can pick one out. She's very soft and pulling it out. And even if she knocks one over, she's like, oh, and it's like, it's all right. It was a mistake. Like, it wasn't your fault. And she loves it. Like, we even sometimes get the big quarter scale ones out for her. And she knows, be gentle. And that's the thing. She loves it.
Yeah. Oh, that is so cool. That's so cool. So I had my daughter come round the other day, actually, and she's a little bit older. And we were sitting on the sofa, and she said, so are you telling me that all the stuff that you've got out, you will know if something's missing? And I went, yeah. And she said, really? I said, absolutely, I would. And she goes, okay, prove it. So she got like a jumper, put it over my head, and I got my Master of the Universe display in front of the TV in the front room. And she's like, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a figure away, and you've got to guess which one it is. So she took the figure away. She took the thing off, and I said, yeah, Evelyn. Or the lady. She went, what? She goes, right, do it again. And so she put the figure back and then put the towel over my head again and then took another figure. I've got to say, it took a little while and I was like, oh yeah, buzz off. And she's going, oh my God. And she's 25. It was great. So you can have fun with your kids at any age. So yeah. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Let's just quickly catch up with the chat, and then we get on to PGM. So yes, Georgie, he was great at the show, and some of the others are great cosplayers. Oh yeah, because we saw we saw Jason as well, didn't we? We've got Rum in the house. Hello, Bob. Special lady Georgie and our
convict cousins.
Question. Oh God, I'm gonna have trouble reading this. So Georgie, you can read that out. It's not so I can't read.
Oh dear. Okay. So, as you are all in the future, do I get with supermodel Helena Christensen later today? And how pleased was she with my performance?
Not very good. You're crap, man.
Oh dear.
It was a bootleg version. Her name was Helena Christmas, and you were 0 out of 10.
Brilliant. Yeah, that it was a bootleg. Yeah. Mind you, Rum will probably be happy with a bootleg. I don't know. Anyway, PGM, what are the highlights been for you this year? Anything new that you've got your into?
Well, it's not.
Mike's just lost it.
Mike's got little people coming through his wall.
I know, there's little cameos happening in the Christmas tree.
Oh, yeah. Wow, it's quite scary.
My son keeps running behind me. He's still awake. It's 10 o'clock at night. Bloody hell.
Get to bed, Mike's time. Past your bedtime. Yeah, so Pete, what's going on?
Well, it's not the channel. I mean, I'm not doing stuff really on my channel, just the promos for the two pommies. But my highlight of this year is that I'm living it now. So I've just started up being taught how to be a stand-up comedian here in New Zealand. So I'm doing stand-up comedy classes every Sunday.
How's that going?
Oh, brilliant. Love it. Absolutely love it. Nerve-wracking. Going in there for the first day. The first rule is if you think you're funny, you're not. Because they don't know you're funny when you're performing in a live audience, right? So it's you're performing to strangers. So really, that's my highlight of the year. So I'm living it now at the moment. So
that's cool, man.
I mean, I was chomping at the bit. I think last month to actually start it. Because we started it, not last month. Yeah, we started November, but I was chomping at the bit. October.
So is it? So when you say it's a class, is it like you've got other people there as well?
Yeah. We're all in training, so we all write our 5-minute pieces, right? And then we all get up there, and I mean, you have to actually. There's the mechanics of taking the mic off and putting the mic stand behind you. And when you finish your 5 minutes, right, your routine, pulling the microphone back, putting the microphone on the stand, right? And that's because you got to say thank you while you're doing it, right? So
to be fair, if that was me in that situation and I had to take, and he had 5 minutes, I would be like struggling for 5 minutes to take the microphone off. I'd get it off, and then I'd realise it'd be time to go, and I'd be like, "Thank you," and then put it back, and that'd be my skit. That would be it.
That was me. That's been me.
Seriously, you did that.
Seriously, because it's just like it's got to be muscle memory, but you got to say thank you, and then thank you again after you've done 5 minutes. So you got to have, it's.
So
it's
you took 5 minutes trying to get the mic out the stand.
Feels like it. Feels like it. But so, then you can come into the class when we get started and just practice that, right? Practice. So
So when you write, do you find that people are writing similar sort of stuff to you, or is it all completely different and everybody's completely different?
Oh, everybody's completely different because they're talking about write what you know, right? Or it's like either trans, they've just transitions. Right? Where they've come from. There's one lady who comes from she's Indian, but she's a New Zealander, so she talks about that. She has jokes about that. There's another guy who does really terrible puns, but really quite good puns. But he talks about himself as well. So it's just we've got another Irish, Ryan, who's Irish. He talks about coming to New Zealand, but he's been all around the world, but he puts that in joke form. It's vast, a lot of vast topics in that.
So how long does this course go on for then?
We've only got 2 weeks. 2 weeks to go.
Oh wow!
Next Sunday, and the Sunday on the 12th is our graduation on December.
Oh well. So then what happens after that?
I will be getting gigs, I reckon, from Neil, who's the teacher. Right. So
wow. Okay.
He's already got one geared up for other comedians. So comedians over 50, would you believe? Right, they get to showcase in a stand-up comedian thing. Right, so I put my hand up straight away because they're all full now. So I'll get the next run with someone else. So
I've got to say, I take my hat off to you, Pete, because it is difficult getting up on stage at the best of time. Or at the best of times. So when me and Georgie, we used to do musical theatre and stuff like that. So when we went on stage, we were going on as someone else. So we kind of had a character to hide behind. Well, I'm guessing with you, do you go up as PGM, or do you sort of like pretend or try and hide behind a character and pretend that you're someone else to make it a little bit easier for you, or do you prefer going up as yourself?
You go up as yourself, right? You're talking about your past life or things that in your life that you think is going to be funny. So, right, or you pick a point in life and you make a story out of it, but it's a true story, but you're just exaggerating it, right? You have jokes continually in that 5 minutes of everything that you're saying, right? So, and 5-minute comedians, if you've seen them on, we've got a New Zealand, Phil will know this, we've got a New Zealand stage performance where all these Kiwis go up. I think Australia's got similar, right? They go up 5 minutes and they do a set, but in that set, right, they may be talking about one thing and then they go off to a complete different subject and talk about that for a minute. So it's not just all one topic that you're talking about. You can experience it, but also you can actually bookend it. You bookend what you've talked about the first time.
Right.
Come right back round and you've got a joke set up. Right. So it's called bookending. Right. I think.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. No, well done. Like I say, testament to you, mate, for doing that, because it's not the easiest thing to do, and you sound like you're enjoying it, and you know, so that's pretty cool. Nice one. Right, Georgie, I don't know if I've asked you this, but what's been your highlights of this year?
You ask me every episode. I'm running out of highlights for the year. I think one of them has to be our family that came over to Florida to surprise you for your 50th. Yes, they came over here for other reasons, but you didn't know about it. We managed to keep it from you for like a year. So
you kept it from me since beginning of the year?
Yeah. And they just arrived literally on the doorstep with Amazon boxes in front of their faces, singing "Happy Birthday" on the doorstep. Yeah, that was a very nice surprise. So I was really happy.
That was from a year.
The teacher laughed his way to the bank. Wow. I can't see a guy with puns making it. And what's this? Pete's going to have some great stories to tell being friends with Monkey Lizard. Yes. Yes,
Very
you
true.
are. Absolutely. Yeah. No, that I mean, that was yeah, because we were supposed to. Well, I thought we were going out that day, and you kept on saying no. I've got to wait for a delivery. Amazon to turn up. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, they did.
And well, they did, and the buzzer went, and you said, "Oh, can you get that? I've got to go to the loo." And I was like, "Oh, blimey, okay." So then normally when I answer the intercom, I buzz the door and let them in, and they just said delivery. I was like, "Yeah, brilliant, Amazon delivery." So I said, "Okay," buzz the door. No one come in. I was like, "Oh, I'll get it then," and put the phone down. And then I went downstairs, and they moved the boxes, and it was my cousin. So yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome. So thank you very much for organising that, you little.
Nice.
Yeah. Right, so we are coming up to the end of the year, so we've only got 4 weeks to Christmas week, and then I think it'll be 5 weeks till New Year. So, Phil, what have you got coming up and looking forward to in 2025, sir?
Well, I've got a trip back to New Zealand for a few days at the end of January, which it's kind of turned into an annual thing for me now. I take students from this. I'm an English teacher at a high school.
Okay.
And so we take a bunch of students over to study at schools in New Zealand. So I've managed to sort of shoulder my way into getting, basically a free trip home once a year to take these students and hold their hand through customs and stuff like that. So it's a pretty easy gig for me.
Yeah.
So that'll be nice. It'll be a wee escape from the Japanese winter for a week or so.
Yeah.
And then, as I sort of mentioned earlier, we've got I'm really looking forward to Star Wars Celebration in March.
Yeah.
That's going to be a totally new thing for me. So yeah, really looking forward to that, and hopefully meeting a few more people coming over and visiting me. That's pretty much what I'm looking forward to. I think I'm going to just make the most of living in Japan as well, because my time frame over here, I'm not quite sure when the end point's going to be. I've got in the back of my mind maybe this time next year potentially moving back to New Zealand, but
okay.
There's a few question marks around that, so we'll just see how the year goes, and just enjoy living over here while I am here, and just I think going back to New Zealand, it will be, if I do move back, it will be quite a shock to the system, moving from a massive place like Tokyo where you've got everything at your fingertips to, if I move back to where my parents live, which is quite a small town in New Zealand.
Awesome.
I think now that's where Pete's from, actually. The toy hunting scene will pretty much diminish very quickly. So I'd be lying if that's not crossing my mind in terms of the consideration about whether or not to stay in Japan or not. Because I have caught the toy collecting bug so hard that it would be a bit of a shock to the system walking away from it. So we'll see what happens. But I've got a couple of things to look forward to in the first couple of months in 2025 anyway. So
awesome.
Yeah, bring it on. It should be good fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Matt's got a question for you. Will you go to New Zealand via Sydney, Phil?
If Matt, if he helps me get a transfer ticket, sure, Matt, why not?
Oh yeah, cool. And I've got to say, I'm quite envious of you going to Celebration as well, because it is just incredible. It really is. I mean, we had a great time last year, didn't we, Georgie? Absolutely awesome. Just meeting up with people, with the actual the atmosphere and stuff like that as well. And it was brilliant. So I think you're going to enjoy that immensely.
Yeah.
So
I will actually say, Matt, that I am going to Sydney November next year for the Oasis concert. So I'm not sure how long I'll be in Sydney for, but I will be hopefully in the city. I think it's November next year. I don't think they're coming to Japan. So me and my mates from high school, we were quite big Oasis fans back in the day. So it's going to be a reunion for us in about 11 months' time. So
yeah. Fantastic. I don't mind a bit of Oasis. What's this, Phil? How cold does it get in Tokyo, Japan in December? Like, as we are thinking of doing it in December 25th for Christmas and New Year. Oh wow.
Oh mate, I will say the weather at the moment has been bloody beautiful. It's sunny it's the Japanese winters, especially in the Tokyo area, are very dry, so you don't get much rain, blue skies most days. And it's still sort of 15, 16 degrees when the sun's out. So December's pretty good. It does cool off a bit in January, February, but I reckon, Jason, if you came around the Christmas time, I reckon you'd have a good time.
Oh, cool.
The summers are too hot.
The summers are too hot.
Oh, the summers are really humid, sticky, moist. All of those words. Yeah. I think winter is much more pleasant actually. Less wet than the summertime.
Sorry, Des.
Spring and autumn too.
He said moist.
Yeah, I know.
I said the M word. Sorry.
Not the best words. It's
all right.
Never mind. It's so good. What about you, Dean? What have you got lined up for next year? Anything that you're particularly excited about for next year?
I just want to say, Phil, if you move back to New Zealand, you're only 3 hours away from toy conventions here in Australia. So
that's the fun, buddy.
A little bit closer.
Joining the crew. Yeah.
It's not moist
Definitely,
enough.
Come on, Matt, how old are you? 5. But there you go. He said moist. He did. He said moist.
Yeah, can you turn up the moist temperatures there, Dean?
From a channel perspective, just building on what we did this year, just getting out there, having fun. Hopefully, get down to Melbourne and big toy place called Lobo's Collectibles down there. So hopefully, get down and see that place. But just keep making videos and that. On a personal note, we've been talking about either moving into a bigger house next year, or building up on the house that we have. Really, we need more toy room.
I've got a question for you, Dean. Right, so you're the face of Totally Taylor Retros, and you've got Sarah.
Yeah.
Will Sarah venture in front of the camera next year?
I think so. I think she's slowly dabbling in a bit of like B-roll where you sort of see her like at conventions. But she hasn't done any talking direct to the camera.
Okay. No, there you are. I mean, that'd be great. But
why not?
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. I always ask her and encourage her. So but just really, I haven't really thought about next year yet. Like, I turned 40 in 2 weeks, so December is it's my birthday, it's Sarah's birthday, it's Christmas, New Year's, everything happens full on at the end of this year.
That's busy. What a busy month that is. You planned that well, haven't you? God.
And costly.
Yeah.
I wanted to show you something
where are you? There you go.
This is my my Christmas decoration for the toy room that I have.
Oh, look at that!
So, Boba Fett with his candy cane gun.
Brilliant.
That is cool.
It actually says to Jabba from.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so
that is awesome.
Cool.
He's got all these rockets and everything, and his guns and everything. So
that is so cool.
That's the one toy that goes away every year, so it only comes out at Christmas time.
Yeah.
But while I have you, I want to ask your opinion on this, because this is actually a Hallmark Christmas ornament. Do you think that's a Christmas?
Oh, wow, okay.
Like, I don't feel like this is a Christmas ornament. It's huge. Like,
yeah,
they are a lot of them, aren't they?
Yeah,
like it's got its little hook to hold it. I can't remember his name, but he just came out.
Abu Freak.
Yeah, that's it.
Abu Freak.
Do you guys think that's a Christmas? Do you think that's a Christmas ornament?
If you got a big tree,
yeah. If you shove it in the tree, sure.
Yeah, but it's we've got a few of those, haven't we? With Christmas whatsoever. Like, we gave him a hat or something, or a candy cane.
We've got a few of those. We've got a few of the Hallmark ones. So well, you're probably not going to be able to see it. Let's try and get it. So
you sort of can.
We've got Captain Picard.
Yeah.
Doorway. I mean, that looks like me without a beard, so that's why it's on there.
And that's an official. Is that an official Christmas decoration?
That's a hallmark. Yeah, it's a hallmark.
Yeah, these are all hallmarks. Here we've got the Gungan sub from Phantom Menace.
Yeah, so
they're supposed to plug into the tree lights, although we don't have the separate tree lights. They're supposed to light up as well, but
yeah. And then here we've got Bumblebee, which is another. Is that a hallmark as well?
That is hallmark. Yeah.
That's hallmark. And then we've got another couple. We've got Han Solo and where am I? Here I am. We've got Han Solo and Darth Vader from Hallmark, and a Yoda as well, which we've got as well. So
I'd have to say I don't think they're trying, because they're not even trying to make them Christmassy. They're just going,
no.
Stick. It's got a little loop on it. Stick it on your string.
If anybody from Hallmark's watching, put a bit of Christmas spirit into it, will you? You know, come on. You know, we're paying the money for it. You know, make it Christmas.
But yeah, we're big Christmas people here. The house is decorated with all the external lights and the blow ups and that. And I've got a 2.5-year-old, and just going back to what Dan and Monique were talking about, with their little one playing with the toys. He does that in my room. He's a bit rougher. And the other week we lost a T1000 Kenner Terminator, because he's an exploding body figure, if you don't know, but he exploded his legs apart as well.
Wow.
It was funny because
it is Florida.
Yeah, he explodes it with water. But it was funny. I always thought to myself, like, if he broke something, like, how would I feel? And I didn't mind. Like, in the end, these are toys.
Yeah.
Like, why? He's just playing. He's enjoying it. But yeah, all the cabinets there used to just shake, bang, bang, bang. So
wow.
It is scary, because she still sometimes will like touch it, and you see it, like she'll knock it, and it's just like.
Especially when he gets out here by himself, and you're like, where is he?
Wow. Scary stuff. Yeah. Awesome. So let's just quickly catch up with the chat. So isn't summertime in Japan when all the creepy crawlies come out?
when all the kaiju come out to play. Yeah.
Bill, in New Zealand, you would be closer to Sydney than Mike. Oh, well, there you are.
Yes.
Yeah. True.
Thanks, Phil. So no coat weather sounds good.
Yeah, I hope I can catch up with you, Jason. Give me a shout if you head over.
It's a good display PC still. And yes, Matthew. Yes. There you go. I just wanted to get that in. Right, Mike, what have you got planned for next year? Anything exciting or anything standing out for you?
Probably a little bit. I just want to go back to that comment. It says summertime in Japan when all the creepy crawlies out. You know, Australia, that's all year. Creepy crawlies. All year. Don't wait for summer there every month.
It's including the Australians.
Oh, singer.
That stand-up's kicking in, isn't it?
I saw a video today. I saw a video today of a lady opening her letterbox, and there was a big spider in there, and she didn't care about that. She was more scared of the electricity bill.
That sounds about right.
I think that's the one thing that sort of like, I would like to go to Australia, but oh my God, I'm rubbish with spiders and snakes and all sorts of creepy crawlers. I mean,
the beetles at the moment are crazy.
Oh, Christmas beetles? Yeah, they're hiding in the bonnet of the car.
You get these big ones, these huge ones this year.
Yeah, we've seen a couple.
Aren't you guys already having a heat wave over there? Someone was saying it's really hot already.
Yeah,
tomorrow's 36
I am
degrees.
Sweating in this.
Was it 10 o'clock at night? 22 degrees. There you go.
Yeah.
So anyway, Mike, what have you got looking forward to next year, or anything to be standing out?
To expand on my channel, I want to get a vlogging camera, because I want to do a bit of vlogging, outside. Because you always see me sitting in my room. That's dull. I'm finding myself dull. So I want to get out and about, and I want to go and explore. There's not a lot of toy shops in my town. That my town was literally washed away a couple of years ago. But if I'm going to go away like I did this year, I'm going to go, oh, look, this town's got a toy store. Let's have a little look and make a video out of it. I just want a vlogging cam for that. That's a start, just to expand on the channel. We're going out and about. And also coming up in February, I'm off to AEW's, what's it called? Grand Slam. They're coming to Australia. AEW's bringing a show down. Yeah, to Brisbane, Australia. So I'll be attending that. Looking forward to it.
You have to make your way to Penrith CollectorCon one time.
It's 8 hours on the train, 10 hours in the car, or no, 10 hours on the train, 8 hours in the car. Yeah, and then I'll make it.
I got a couch if we need it.
Wow.
But,
If I go, I got to bring the whole family. It can't just be me. You got to have a huge couch. There's a room for five. Yeah, or I can drive 2 hours north to Brisbane to fly to Sydney 1 hour. I can do that too.
So, do you know what kind of camera you want to get yourself?
Well, I've been watching a lot of the travel vloggers, and I see what they've got, and I'm like, oh, that looks interesting. There's like, it's got like a screen you can see yourself on a little gimbal as well, but the gimbal turns into a tripod, so they can just sit it down and put it on a table and eat their food and go, look what I've got. So I've been watching a bit of that. Yeah.
I mean, well, Georgie's got herself a new little vlogging camera. It's like a really little one. She's used to handling little things. So,
that looks good.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
I don't really know how to use it yet. I'm not very technical when it comes to that kind of thing. So
that's fantastic.
That is awesome. That's right up. Yeah, that's
it's
exactly.
Cute. It does really good in low light. What I will say is the only sort of downside that I feel when I've watched vloggers, we watch Adam the Woo a lot. Is the zoom on it will not be particularly clear. It kind of pixelates off a little bit if you're going to zoom. But otherwise, I mean, we bought it because I want to make more memories when we go out to the States and stuff. And it looks like it does really well in low light. It has 4 microphones around it.
That's
so and you've got your separate mics as well if you want to attach it to yourself with your little fluffy chaps.
Oh, yeah.
So they're pretty cool. But all those bottom expansion bits all come off and into, a separate little segments. But it all packs up in a cute little bag.
Not small impacts, so it'll be good.
Floppy chaps. You said floppy chaps. Did you say floppy chaps?
Floppy chaps.
Yeah.
Did I? Fuzzy? Furry.
6 you in your window already.
I know. Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
What sort of price is that set back?
I bought it. I think they're on. If you're going to get it with the Black Friday deals at the moment. I got it through the actual website from DJI themselves, and I bought a refurb, so it was a lot less. But if you were buying it full price, it was about $620. And that was for the pack. You can get just the camera by itself without the external microphone and without the extra battery, because you don't just put batteries in it. You have separate bits that pop on the bottom of it. So like that's your tripod piece.
Yeah.
And then the external batteries. I mean, obviously you can buy more of these guys, but they literally just fit onto the bottom of them. So, but it wasn't until I got it you realise actually just how small it is. But
I can only apologise, but there you are.
I think it's great. I think that's fantastic. Yeah. So that's 600 quid. You said 600 quid. That's 1,200 Aussie dollar dues.
I bought it refurbed for about 560, I think, because when they send them out from the actual company, you can try it for a couple of weeks. Don't get on with it, you can send it back. So obviously that's what people do, and then you can buy it at a cheaper price. But it arrived in mint condition, so. That
Jason wants to know what mic setup that is, Georgie.
I have no idea.
Oh well,
there you are. I think it's a Rode, RODE on the microphone. Is that right?
It's a DJI. It's an actual DJI.
DJI.
Yeah, so it came in the pack. This is it's not called a vlogger's pack, but it's called I think it was the media or something. So you get the battery, the extra battery, the mic, and the stand with it. The only thing I will say is if it's not very friendly, if it's raining or drizzly or you've got any atmospherics like that, there's no kind of protection with that at all. So I took out the 2-year warranty thing for any damage or anything like that. Is probably worth doing it, and they'll replace the unit for a very small fee if it completely needs changing and stuff. So just in case I drop it in Splash Mountain or something. Splash Mountain.
Good idea.
But yeah, it's just to be aware of that, because we actually sold our Canon GS7X. Is that what it was called? Mark III.
Yes, it was, yeah.
We were using that as a very expensive webcam, so actually we kind of sold that and then bought this instead. So
yeah.
It would be very moist if you dropped it in Splash Mountain, wouldn't it?
Very.
Using that word.
Gotta be lights out for that little chap.
It would be. It would be.
Day.
yeah. Right, Dan and Monique, what have you got looking forward to for next year? Anything planned at all, or?
Like
And is it
Dean
gonna be
said, I
down
haven't
that
really
for you?
thought of it, to be honest. Like, I haven't really thought. I just basically, we've got a lot of toy fairs next year. They've the main toy fair we go to, Collecticon's, like expanded big time. So I think they've added like another 2 events. So there's about 7 of them next year. Then there's another toy event starting in Sydney, a newer one. So there's another event that falls on the weekend of one of the Collecticons anyway. So I don't think we'll be going to that. But yeah, it just seems like a very full-on year with collecting. So I guess
how many toy fairs do you find yourselves going to each year then? I mean, do you set them out at the beginning of the year, plan it through and say, right, I'm going to go this one, this one, this one?
We go to every Collecticon. So yeah, next year is going to be pretty crazy, but we were actually lucky enough. Monique seen a little like a, what do they call them? QR code on the table at one of the last Collecticons, and she scanned it, and we won the golden ticket next year. So we're Charlie Bucket. And
wow.
We got every
all 7
every event for free. So
yeah.
Wow,
so
wow.
That's definitely got to make use of that. So we'll probably be going. But it is getting a bit too much. And you are starting to see the same stuff a lot. Like a lot of the toy fairs, you see the similar things all the time. So but it's a fun day out, and just enjoying family time. That's what we're probably going to be looking forward to,
and especially
and
because,
making new friends.
Especially because little one now, she's walking around and stuff, and she's understanding and toy collecting. She got some stuff last week, so it's and now she's older, so it's more fun.
Yeah. And I suppose
I was going to say, make the most of it until they discover tablets and screen time. Like, there's nothing better than watching your kids playing with toys. But eventually, you know, the smartphones and the iPads come along, and it's just like
she does have an iPad. She's got an iPad, but she's actually pretty good. She will actually get off of it herself, and she'll come and play with the toys.
We give her limited time on it.
But she does it. She limits herself, which is good. So,
but it is a pain. I must admit, and I hate it. Like when you go to a restaurant, and you see someone with their kid there with an iPad. You're like, come on, guys.
But sometimes
some kids
you have to. We did do it last week. It was
just
like she was getting annoyed, and even with Dean, we've seen that your little one had it. You've got to sometimes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, or you'll have them running around the restaurant. So.
I suppose there come a time when you're little and it'll be like you go into a toy shop and you pick a toy out for her and she chooses a toy and you go, you're going to open it, and she goes, no, I'm going to keep it boxed. I mean, I suppose that will come around.
We're loose collectors, so it's probably going to be different.
Oh yeah,
We have a couple of things on card, but no,
I actually did buy 2 sets of dolls that I'm keeping from my collection to stay sealed, and then I bought her own set because she loves playing with mine in the box. It's the Wicked dolls, the Wicked movie dolls.
Okay. Yeah.
And she loves hanging on them. So I ended up buying her own set that I'll give her for Christmas so that she can pull off and play with. Because I'm just like, no, I want to keep these sealed. This was before any of the whole, they recalled them. My Wicked collections, got a bit crazy.
Oh. Cool stuff. What do we got in the chat? Just quickly. What's this? Jason says, I used a Hollyland mic setup. Very good. Okay. Cool.
You want to pop up to Keep On Collecting's comment above that?
Yes. Yeah. All mics to pick up She's Wonderful Singer voice. I did put that up, but thank you very much, Matthew.
Oh, you did? Okay. The sound is really good on that mic, for sure.
It is. It makes me sound fantastic, I've got to say.
So there you are. It out again.
Yeah. Dan and Dean, what is the future plans for Mutagens in 2025?
Yeah, we were just talking about it today, I think. So we'll be back in January. So Dan, Scott Crusher, and I, if you don't know, we have a live stream once a month that is all turtles based. So it's called the Mutagens. Runs off Scott Crusher's channel. And we just talk turtles, everything turtles. We're coming back.
Do you generally do that on a weekday?
It's a Monday night for us. We do at 9 p.m. Monday night. So you get it at 10 a.m.
Monday morning.
Monday morning.
Oh,
well, I need to get more educated and watch that then.
Yeah. No, it's I think we did 15 episodes or something we're up to. So
oh wow.
Thank you, Phil. But yeah, so, and
great comeback 2025.
Yep.
Yeah,
things I'm looking forward to next year in January, MegaCon, then Thailand 2 weeks after that, then NEC in April, then MCM in May. And oh, blimey, I tell you, how are you he must be earning an absolute fortune. Jason, I'm not going to ask what you do for a job, but what do you do for a job, mate? Wow.
It's in the name.
He's told us all about his travels and more.
Yeah, travels and more. Yeah. What is the more, Jason?
Drugs.
What is the more?
Sells drugs. Yeah.
Everything turtle. Kieran Ball.
Definitely going to have to, yeah.
You never know. PGM next year. What have you got planned for next year?
Oh, hopefully not.
Have you got anything standing out next year? Anything you're looking forward to?
Looking forward to actually auditioning for voiceovers. I've set my sound voiceover booth up here at home. Just need to actually get some voiceover acting jobs around the world. There are, because I've signed up to that's called Backstage, and you can actually, audition for voiceover work, ads or small roles. They pay well if you get them. However, do more stand up next year. Keep on networking around with actors and film stuff, and be a busy year, I hope, for me.
Fingers crossed.
Maybe I'm keeping my ears and eyes open for the new Lord of the Rings film, Hunt for Gollum, to audition for that. Just a bit part. Yeah. So
I've been enjoying your chats with Salacious, Pete.
Salacious,
the movie sets you've been on.
Yeah, that's continuing. Yeah, next year. Or thanks, Phil. Yeah, it's been fun. It's been really fun.
Are you still going to keep Mum as your agent?
No, that's gone. He's done. He's just he's going to be a New Zealand roasting on a spit.
Oh dear. No, awesome stuff, and like I say, I just wish you all the very best, mate. I really do. So that'd be pretty cool. I don't know if I've asked you this, Georgie, but what about you? You looking forward to anything next year? Anything standing out for you?
Again, yes, asking me every episode.
Okay.
I
think make you feel part of it.
Always. I think the biggest thing is going to be our trip to the States. Although I can add now that I have booked us the Disney tickets and Epic Universe. So I'm super looking forward to Universal. Although it's going to keep a huge eye on it, because I believe we have to pay for our tickets in full in order to kind of guarantee one day at Epic, because they're going to have like a limit on capacity. So super looking forward to that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Can we ask you, Stu?
What's that? What am I looking forward to next year?
Yeah,
appearing on one of your live streams next year.
Ooh,
yes,
that's what I'll be looking forward to.
It has to happen now.
I was actually I was terrible at plugging earlier Scree Collects, and if you're still watching, our new live stream show that we started. So we've only done one episode, but it's, called the Dean and Scree Show. So it's more of us to talk about anything, drift off, go anywhere.
I would just be happy appearing on any one of your live streams. I've been sitting by the phone waiting ever since we did my collecting live, Dean, and the phone's not gone. So yeah, but there you are.
In tears every day.
I'm feeling
yeah, no, it's all good.
What about the beard, Stu? What about the beard?
What about the beard? No, I'm not keeping it. I've got 30.
No, I mean that's what I mean. That's what I mean. That beard's coming off.
Yes, it will be. Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. And that's this year. But I mean, to be fair, it's not done too bad. I mean, it's it'd be coming up 9 months, so it's like carrying a child. It's a pain.
But what I wasn't expecting, and I think Monique can sympathise with this. Our hair kind of gets everywhere. Yeah. I'm finding beard hair now everywhere because he has long strands and they just pop out and they're just everywhere.
And they're definitely not yours because they're a different color.
Definitely not mine.
Oi, hang on. What did we mean? But the thing is, though, they don't clog up the drains, do they? They don't. You don't see a big hairball in the drain, do you? So
you don't see a big hairball in the drain because I clean the drain.
Nostril hairs.
Yeah.
But yeah,
you've got your Santa suit ready, don't you?
Not you as well. I expected better from you, Dean, but no. I mean, to be fair, it was. I didn't plan on growing the beard, obviously, and it was only because of the 24-hour live stream that we did for the Give Kids the World that Grindhead said if you get this amount of money, Stu will grow a beard for 6 months, and we were nowhere near that amount of money. So I said, right, if we get that amount of money, I'll grow it and keep it for the rest of the year. And lo and behold, we did, which was absolutely fantastic. But it means I've had to carry this monstrosity around. And I know I look like Sean Connery, and I appreciate that. Thank you very much. But but no, it's all good. I've not minded it. I've looked after it. I've moisturised it. I shampoo it every other day. It's
looking after it.
Right.
Yeah.
Tell you what, Stu, you look more like Harry Seacombe than bloody Sean Connery. Yeah.
Harry Seacombe.
Yeah.
Did Harry Seacombe have a beard? I can't remember now.
No, I'm just kidding. Nobody. That's a dumb joke because everybody actually said, "Who the fuck is that?" Sorry.
PGM, for the love of God, there's kids watching. If you're still watching, I'm sorry. Goodness gracious me. Naughty PGM. Right, it's called no car, no drinking, no smoking. So save, and sometimes sacrifice things to go travelling.
Oh, smart.
Well, there you go.
But for how long? How long do you have?
When we come, Georgie, you're going along. You're going.
I've sent very many long voice messages this morning, and I'm sorry I haven't replied yet to Steph if she's still listening. But I will. We've got a bit of time.
Georgie's been busy, Steph. She's been busy.
Yeah, it was a busy day yesterday. She knows it was a busy day yesterday.
Oh, right. Okay. It was a busy day. What have we got here? Bet that was dear Georgie was talking about going to Orlando for Christmas and New Year, but cost of hotel, food and parks outcost our budget, sadly. So Tokyo to tick off a holy grail. Again, we have this conversation, don't we, Georgie, about we need to do different things and go different places and stuff like that. Yeah. And it ends up, well, where do you want to go? Florida, okay. And we're just so easy. But we would love to go other places. But I think
we're going to. I would really like to go to Tokyo Disney, and because a friend's going to start working there as well. As long as he's going to still be there by the time we can get out, it'd be amazing to see him at his. It was a dream of his to work there. So because he worked at Disney Paris, and we went out to see him, and he was amazing.
Sitting in a bloody corner, Matt. Sitting in a bloody corner.
Yeah, go sit in the naughty corner. Turn around and go sit in the corner.
He's up in that corner.
That would be cool.
But you'd love Disney over here, Georgie, because you've got two resorts right next to each other. You've got Disneyland and you've got Disney Sea. So you can do basically a weekend, a day at each. Yeah, it's great, and it's very close to.
With Stuart holding my coat for all the rides.
Exactly.
Oh, well, hey, come on, I'm not that much of a wuss. I do go on rides. I scream. I feel rough as a box of frogs. I mean,
that's their Pirates looks epic.
Yeah,
their Pirates ride looks epic. So
the Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah, no, that's awesome.
That's a lot of screens, and that would play. I'd have to just tell him to keep his eyes shut the whole time, which kind of defeats the object of being on the ride. But
why are you so moist? You stop screaming. You're so moist. Stop screaming.
No, why not? No, the thing is, I love rides. I love the engineering behind it. I love what they do and stuff like that. But I just cannot do simulator rides. I just feel rubbish. And it was only a couple of weeks ago or a few weeks back, wasn't it, when you put me in that speedy car?
Yeah,
that made me feel
around a racetrack.
Around a racetrack. Yeah. I felt great. Yeah. So I'm just not too good at that. I can do roller coasters. It's just Anyway, enough about me feeling rubbish. Georgie, you've got some Christmas questions to ask. So I'm going to let you crack on and ask your questions.
We do. I'm going to do a quick fire round for everybody, actually, because this came up. I forget who said this last week. I probably already know one answer, possibly two. But for everybody else, I'll start. Is it fake tree or real tree?
Fake.
Fake.
Yeah.
Fake.
I'd love a real one.
We're gonna do a real one next.
Well,
don't
PGM
survive
we've actually
here.
already seen. He's got a little real tree there, so. It's still there. Is it still there?
I'm a fake. I prefer a real.
It's got to be up in my living room. I've got a fake tree, but this is, you know.
A real one in Australia, heat would die, wouldn't it? If you have one in Australia, it would die before it got to Christmas. You put it up December 1st, it'd be brown by the 20th. It'd be
my
gone.
my grandparents still actually, they used to get a real one every year, and it actually did last.
Yeah, you'd have to be watering.
But you got to water the hell out of it.
Okay.
Oh, really?
So it's still be potted, yeah, rather than you don't have cut trees. I mean, we have Christmas tree farms over here where everybody just queues up and goes and buys them. They're all cut.
Yeah, we'd go out.
But it would die off.
It
like,
would die
very
off
close
so
to
quick,
Christmas.
yeah.
So, or just after.
We had a giant spider.
What?
We had a giant spider in the tree when we were younger. It was the only real one that I ever remembered having, and that was like, that'll do me. Done.
Yeah. No, thank you. No, thank you.
I didn't think of that. That's another downside. Okay, cool.
It's just a huntsman. Not gonna
Oh,
hurt.
really? A little one then. Yeah. Oh. How big was that? It's like a face hugger. Yeah.
That's a small one.
No. Stop boasting, Phil.
Oh, wow. We'll go around. PGM, what's your favourite Christmas movie?
The Grinch Who Stole Christmas.
Oh, cool.
I'm wearing this especially for you. Look, it's a Grinchy Christmas jumper. Look at that. I had a feeling you might say that.
It's the Jim Carrey version. So, it's got some really classic funny lines in it. Because Jim Carrey's just, he spent 8 hours in a chair almost 100 times in the makeup.
TJC, morning, mate.
TJC.
Yeah, TJC. So
I couldn't imagine any other well-known actor playing that part either. I mean, that was real back in as what I call rubber face type of character days.
Yeah, it worked, but he hated doing it.
Yeah,
he really hated doing it. He was on Graham Norton. I watched it a couple of days ago. That Graham Norton said, "Did you like doing it?" He says, "No, I didn't."
Wow.
And they got somebody in like I think a CIA operative or something like that, and trained Jim Carrey torture tactics, right? So he could keep his mind occupied, or watching TV or smoking, right? And the only thing that actually helped was him listening to the Bee Gees all the time, right? When he was getting his makeup done. So that's the only thing that worked. So yeah, he went through torture, but it's a good movie. It's a funny movie.
Cool.
Stu, we are like that as well. It takes 20 years to get to Thailand.
And now 3.
Yeah. Go on then, Georgie. Do you want to carry on?
Dean, so do you remember what the best gift was you got as a kid?
Oh, dang. I always get mixed up because my birthday's on the 19th, so I don't know if it's birthday or Christmas. But
okay, the best birthday stroke seasonal gift that you got as a kid. Make it.
On the spot, I remember a year that we got boogie boards. I don't know do you call them boogie boards? What they call them? They're for the pool.
Oh yeah.
I remember getting them, but I also remember because I had 2 brothers, we would have got like a gaming console, like a Nintendo 64 or Super Nintendo, but it would have been a joint present for all of us. That was pretty cool. Yeah, dang. Lots of Star Wars. Lots of Star Wars.
I think there was always that one when I was a kid of the next like Sega Mega Drive that might have come out, or what's the games console for this Christmas.
Yeah. I got Star Wars from the Power of the Force every year for my birthday or Christmas, I reckon, up until probably 30. Yeah, 30, when I told my dad, all right, no more Star Wars for a while. I'd at least get one figure. And he kept buying them. So,
good morning.
Oh, cool.
Morning, G4. Nice to join us, mate.
Morning.
I thought you were going to ask about the movies.
So did I.
Because I got ready.
Oh, hang on. Whoa. What's this? What's this?
That's fine.
Earlier.
There's no hard and fast rule.
That's my favorite Christmas movie. Of all time.
Yeah.
When I saw that as a kid, it was just like exactly what I had pictured in my head Christmas and Santa was all about. I love that one. I wasn't terribly impressed with the TV show that they brought out a couple of years ago. And then Jonathan Taylor Thomas. I'll be home.
Right. Okay, cool.
That was just a good, quirky one, but always watch those two every year. So
guess what I watched yesterday? A White Christmas. That is what a Christmas.
Did you?
That is a great film. Yes, well, you were busy, and I was.
What was I doing?
You were busy.
Oh, I was on my emergency run. Is that you watched White Christmas while I was doing an emergency run?
Well, I'm so sorry.
Sounds like you have to watch it again.
I should have just sat there in silence in the dark.
There you go, mate. There you go.
Do we have to leave while you have a domestic?
Yeah. Oh, great film. You could have. Anyway, yeah, crack on. Sorry.
Yeah, moving on. Okay, so now Mike knows it's not going to be what's your favorite movie, but it's fine if you've got something lined up. Is there any like family traditions you like do every year, every Christmas?
Oh, family traditions. Just the meetup, I guess. The family tradition is just make sure we're all together because my family's very spread out, so we all meet in one city. And
nice.
We already had it. It's not really Christmas. We already had it last month at my brother's house.
Oh, but it's something that you always do, hey? So that's
like a family reunion. Yeah. It's like good to see. Like, oh look, there's 40 people in the same room. Hooray! Yeah.
Oh wow, that's hard to do. That's hard to orchestrate to get everybody in one place at one time.
And sometimes not everyone's there. I've got a brother. There's 60 people in my family.
Gosh.
Yeah.
So I just want to say, Martin says White Christmas is brilliant. It is. And what you don't know, Martin, is myself, Georgie, you and Steph, we're going to get into a recording studio before Christmas and we're going to do our own version of White Christmas. So, yeah, we're going to be having a little sing-song. No. You imagine that? I bet he's thinking, no. Anyway, Georgie, sorry, carry on.
Poor thing you do.
I think we're all finding that very hard to believe, but yeah.
Well, no, it could happen. You don't know, do you?
Christmas movie? You want the Christmas movie?
Yeah.
Best movie for Christmas. We watch it every year. Home Alone.
Christmas.
Home Alone. I've not seen that film all the way through. I know.
Oh.
I know.
Home Alone for me too.
30 times, yeah.
Is that a Christmas Eve? Is that a Christmas Eve special? Or you watch that every year, Christmas Eve, or just any time before Christmas?
Oh, we'll be watching it on probably the weekend before Christmas. We'll watch it.
Nice.
Well, we always go to it's a tradition to the cinema on Christmas Eve. We go to a certain very large shopping centre by us. Well, it's about an hour away. But I'm a bit stuck with what Christmas movie, because I mean, one year it was like Bumblebee, so that was pretty cool. One year it was Way of Water for Avatar, so that was a no-brainer. We love Avatar, but it's a bit slim pickings this year. I don't really know what we're going to go and see unless I think there's some sort of pony cartoon or something.
Oh, for goodness sake! You just had to do it, didn't you? You had to throw it in there. Oh,
yes, there is some sort of
very good. Movie. Well, let's all go and watch the pony movie.
Well, there's what was it? Craven?
Craven.
No,
yeah,
which looks quite savage. Doesn't look particularly festive.
What you call a Christmas movie, is it?
No, so we're a bit stuck with what to do.
Yeah. Anyway, should we crack on?
Yeah, Phil, what's your favourite Christmas songs?
Oh,
what are your go-tos?
Famous Christmas songs. You've stumped me there. Mariah Carey.
All I
Want for Christmas is you.
Oh no!
I remember that song is. It's played everywhere, but that song is played. That song is played endlessly in stores in Japan at Christmas time. And I remember when I was teaching in Japan in my early 20s, I used that song in a lesson with my students, so it's kind of ingrained into me. I don't like it anymore, but that's the only Christmas song that actually comes to. I can't actually think
I think she's celebrating. I think she was on the radio on one of our radio channels. It's 30 years. I think she was celebrating since that song. I don't know if chat knows.
30 years. You've had to put up with that for 30 years. Good Lord.
30 more. What about like old school, like Frank Sinatra and Bing Crosby? Do you
yeah.
That traditional Elvis.
Oh, he's off again.
I think Elvis is here.
Just like the one.
That is beautiful, Stu.
Close your eyes.
Would you winding up there, Dean? Sorry, pal. I didn't mean to do that to you, mate. But,
I think I've gone moist.
Moving on. Down the Monique. Is there one specific thing like on the dinner table that you always have to have? Whether it be a sweet treat or a...
So we're a bit of I don't know if it's a backwards family or it's a bit more of an Australian tradition where we do more of a Christmas lunch than more of a Christmas dinner.
Okay, yeah. I mean, fair play. We always have ours sort of earlier in the day, and then it'd be like a little buffet thing in the evening, usually, like stuff. Mm-hmm.
As we're getting older, we're actually pushing it to, I think lunch this year is 2:00. So we're kind of just like...
and soon to be breakfast.
So it'd have to be seafood for me. Like I've got to have my prawns and
wow.
Yeah, like we go with me because I was an only child with just a single mother. So my Christmases were very small. It was just us pretty much. So we'd always make it a really special day and didn't care what it cost in food and just went hard out. So I didn't experience like a big family Christmas till I was 30 when I got with Monique because her family is a bit bigger. Mm-hmm. So I experienced a total different change on how people have different lunches and different dinners and all that sort of stuff. So, but I've always I want my seafood. So.
I don't eat seafood, so for me, since being with Daniel, when it comes to lunches, it's now schnitzel.
Yeah,
I have schnitzel Christmas lunch.
Okay.
But growing up, I did eat seafood when I was a kid. I loved prawns, and that's what my family still do. They'll get prawns and seafood and that. And I used to. It was pretty much like, oh, have you got prawns just for me? And then I grew out of them. But now with being since with Daniel, it's schnitzel for me.
I think out of all the seafood, I think prawns are definitely my favourite. I'd definitely go with prawns. Prawn cocktail. Num-nums.
No, I've never been a turkey.
I've
never had turkey at Christmas.
Num-nums. Sorry.
I was going to say something then. It was going to come out very wrong, so I will.
Oh, no, don't start Pete off. Don't start Pete off.
Is it moist?
Hey?
No, I just like a bit of stuffing. I was going to say.
Well, moving swiftly on.
I know we tend to have more chicken than turkey. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I like chicken
as well.
Chicken's better than turkey.
Yeah, turkey's quite dry.
Expensive too, right? Very pricey.
With the Christmas ham too that we get, that more is like for the weeks after Christmas. You find you have it in the fridge and you shave a bit, make a sandwich. So you're eating ham for 2 weeks. So
you have to remember it's Australia. Sometimes it's too hot to eat.
It's a hot food, so salad with cold ham. Yeah. And also, ham's easy to get in Australia than turkey is.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're coming to the end of the stream. So what I want to do is just quickly catch up with the chat. So we go on Boxing Day to go to the Cinnabon, but no films we want to see so far.
Yeah.
The best Christmas song of all, One More Sleep Till Christmas. Absolutely fantastic.
I do love that song.
Carol. Awesome.
For a minute there, Martin, I thought you said One More Sheep Till Christmas.
Who sings that? That's not Alexandra Burke, is it? Who sings that?
Hey, what's that?
I want to know who sings that. Alexandra Burke? Can't remember.
One More Sleep Till Christmas. Isn't that the one from Muppets Christmas Carol?
Oh. No, there's the one I'm thinking of is One More Sleep.
No, Muppets Christmas Carol, Georgie. God, blimey, unbelievable. Original Band-Aid. Yeah, that's a decent tune. What's this? Stu's best impression yet. Elvis. Who knew? It wasn't Elvis. That was supposed to be Bing Crosby.
That was Elvis.
That was Elvis.
It's gonna be a blue Christmas
without you. There you go.
Yeah, that's
I can hear the dog howling now.
Who's this?
That is a fantastic song, Matt. That is.
It's
so
in
good.
A Christmas Vacation with Chevy Chase. A Christmas Vacation.
Ah.
Remember the song when he's having that hallucination where he sees a girl out on the pool, and they see the song Melikali Pinaka is.
I remember the scene, but I can't remember the.
Oh yeah.
That's my
Jason.
Christmas Eve movie. Every year, Christmas Eve, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
That rant is epic, isn't it?
Yeah,
The
so
boss
good.
rant. Yeah.
We're going to really get down and watch some more Christmas movies. We did the same with Halloween and go, oh, we're going to watch all these Halloween movies, and then we didn't even watch one this year. So
Well, yeah,
get on the Christmas one.
Well, yeah. Never mind. I'm going to enjoy my Christmas pudding. It looks like you enjoy your Christmas pudding every day, Jason. Just saying. Need to work that off. But what have we got? Oh, Kermit the Frog. Yes, see, Kermit the Frog. Kermit the Frog.
Oh yeah, that one. Okay.
Driving home for Christmas. Very apt for me nowadays. Are you allowed to play music on the bus, TJC, or aren't you allowed to? Get some Christmas tunes on the bus and get people in the Christmas mood. That'd be cool.
Can I just do
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's our
sorry, Georgie.
I just want to do a little shout out to Dan's most spectacular hat.
Yeah,
that is a beauty.
Hot right now.
Yeah, it's very sparkly.
Buckets.
Very sparkly. Very good.
Yeah.
Well, look, listen, that has come to the end of the stream. I just want to say a massive thank you to PGM, to Dean, to Mike, to Monique, and Dan, and to Phil. This has been such fun. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you guys coming on and stuff like that. And I feel very Christmassy. And awesome stuff. So thank you so much. Really appreciate you guys coming on. And also thank you to Georgie as well. So because you were kind of like thrown in at deep end with this, weren't you? Sort of thing. But we're going to do this. Okay.
By the way, we're going to do this stream. Oh, are we?
Yeah. That's what you need to do, Dean. You need to be a bit more like, right, we're going to do this. And okay. Like that. It was the same. Massive thank you. I mean, this has been absolutely awesome.
Georgie and Stu, thank you for the invite. It's been
absolute pleasure.
No, thank you.
Happy holidays.
Yeah,
absolutely.
See everyone.
Yes, and I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody in the chat. I know it's silly o'clock Sunday morning. Well, it's midday now. So So myself and Georgie, we will be. I get my words out. We will be back again later today at 8 p.m. UK time. So I just want to get my little guest list up because you see I'm very organised. I've got my little notes on my phone. So this afternoon we will be having Grindhead Jim, his lovely wife Lauren, Bill from Weird Fantastic Toys, Jess from Epic Badger, Willem Toy and Hobby, and Ghosty as well, 1000th Ghost. So yeah, looking forward to that. Awesome. There's a big game on today, Liverpool v Manchester City. So depending on the result of that game, depends what mood I'll be in this afternoon. So hopefully it'll be good. But we've got Jay Brewer in the house. Hello. I will catch this stream on replay. Have a wonderful day. Yeah, no, thank you. Appreciate watching every time. Happy holidays.
This wasn't red for Christmas. It's red for Liverpool.
Well, well,
what are Liverpool going to win by, Stu? 3-0
today.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna predict. I'm not gonna predict.
City can't win a game at the moment. We'll be fine.
Yeah, they're just better. Is all I can say.
The thing is, at the end of the day, I'm guaranteed to say that Liverpool will win, but then Manchester City will turn up and turn it on. So, look,
Phil, why don't you bet? Why don't you bet Stu so that predict something, and he has to grow his hair.
Well, I'm not growing my hair. No. I don't mind growing a beard. I'm not going to grow my hair. Can you imagine that? Because it would just grow down the sides around the back, and all this would be just like this.
Oh God, that'd be.
Oh no! And don't anybody come up with that as an idea, as an incentive for next year, because we've already thought of an incentive. So
he
we're
looked like a
that.
comedian called Max Miller. I think Max Miller used to look like that. You'd have to Google him. He was a British comedian.
Well, if I grow my hair like this, I could look like Bill Bailey.
That's true, but Bill Bailey pulls it off.
What about Clive Anderson? He had a hairstyle like that.
Who did?
Clive Anderson.
Clive Anderson. Yeah.
He was the host of Whose Lines Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
you should live stream the removal though, Stu. We want to love to see the transformation live.
It won't be a live stream. We will do a
only because the signal, where the Barbers is, I can't even send a message down there. There is no signal whatsoever.
Yeah,
and they might have Wi-Fi. We might be able to connect up, but it's going to be filmed. It'll be filmed.
It's going to be filmed. There will be a video.
Yeah.
Nice.
Invite Barbara up to your place.
Thanks for the stream, everyone. Merry Christmas season to all. Yeah, it's December the 1st now, so there's no excuse for not having your decorations up, as far as I'm concerned. All these people that said, "Oh, you can't have your decorations up before December."
I said in my video.
What was that, Mike?
I said it in one of my videos, December 1st. I said, but if you do it before, you do you. But for me personally, it's December 1st all day.
Yep.
Oh no, I wasn't picking on you there, Mike. I wasn't pointing you out, mate. But there you go.
Just a little bit.
It was.
It's all good.
No, I wasn't. Anyway, that's enough for us. Thank you so much. Take care, stay safe, and we shall see you in the next stream, which is 8 p.m. tonight.
Bye.
Bye-bye.